And then we gotta go live.
Hey,
Give me
I
one
say
second.
we're all above ground. We're not drooling. We're good.
Yeah, right.
Hi, guys.
Okay.
This is a little different than 80's in the Sand, huh, Tawny?
Yeah, it is a little. It's
Yeah.
a little too.
You're so right, though. That's too funny.
I have a fan blowing on me right now.
What's his name?
What's his name? What's his name?
I thought you were going to say that. I was like,
You can't get help like that anymore. You just can't.
Yes. You never say.
man.
That's funny.
And is Claudia here too, or?
She's gonna be fashionably late. So I told her just when she's when she can just pop right in. So.
Go. Diane. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Are you going to 80? Are you going to Cabo if they open it up?
Well, my intention is yes. My intention is yes. I love it. I love it. I think it's awesome.
What's going on in Cabo? They're having a big event or something?
Well, should we wait to talk about it?
Yeah, wait till we talk about it.
All right, let me get started here. Hold on one second. All right, everybody, it is 7:30, and we are live here on the Animal House Radio Show. Thank you for joining us tonight. We have a very special show. Some old friends have stopped by to see us, and they are game changers in the movie business, both personally and professionally. And they always supported us, and we're proud to have them on. As part of our uplifting content series to honor our frontline heroes. And we're bringing you the best program when we can under the circumstances. So welcome to our Ladies of the 80s special featuring Diane Franklin, Tawny Kitaen, and Claudia Wells, who will be fashionably late. She's stuck in the DeLorean. She can't get the door open. But,
she controls the time. You think she can get here anytime she wants. She has the time.
I better get my time machine, go get her.
Look, I don't know what it is. You better write down the secret of the fountain of youth, the both of you, because I don't know what yours are doing. I'm doing something wrong, obviously, because I'm getting older and yours are getting younger.
Yeah, Carlo's only 17. Look at him. He looks like an old man.
Oh, boy. So,
thank you.
Diane, the last time we talked to you, we always have fun with you, and you were supposed to be doing like a reality show called Live and Die in LA. Whatever happened with that?
Yes. Well, what happened was my daughter is becoming successful. So that's what happened to it. She started getting work. And so we were doing the show. And in fact, it was so cute because she's the one who wanted to do it. And I was like, you want to do a reality show, like a kind of a show with me? Oh, okay. I was so cute. So I had a blast doing it. There are a few episodes, but it has to do with, she's killing it. She's got 2 shows on Snapchat right now. One called Apocalypse Goals, and the other one is called Stir Crazy, about the coronavirus quarantine. So.
Oh, wow. She's following in the footsteps.
So it's a comedy. It's a comedy then.
It's a comedy. Yes, she does comedies, right? Yeah.
And Tawny, I got to tell you, I saw you on an episode of Botched, and I could tell you from seeing you in person and knowing you for so many years, there is nothing botched about you. So you don't need to be on that program.
Well, not anymore.
But I saw that. I'm like, what the hell is she doing? She don't need that stuff. We're going to wind up like Joan Rivers.
I'll tell you what it is, and I'll be frank about it. I just felt like I had enough of my implants, and I just wanted to be free of that and not caring about really what anybody was thinking about me or looking at. I wanted me to walk into the room first. You know what I mean?
Right.
My personality, I wanted me, and I just, especially where I live in Newport Beach, California, where it's about as superficial as you can freaking get. I just thought I am falling into the cracks of these people here, bless their hearts. So I went to Botch, had them taken out, and then about 6 months ago, I had them put back in.
Oh my God.
Except she put them on her back.
Give them to me, whatever.
Oh my God.
It cost me enough. I should have saved them.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Oh
See, you
boy.
could have auctioned them too. Like seriously, like wow,
I
that's
should've
so
sold
cool.
them on eBay.
You would have. They would have went for big money.
You should have sold them on eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Diane, what I remember when I came to see you when you came to New Jersey at the convention, you said everybody that takes a picture with that
With the
jacket
coat
is
on.
going to be in your book. Did the book ever get released?
Oh, I am working on it now, and isn't this great? I got some time to do it. I'm hoping to get it out before Christmas, and yeah, it's a book that is a tribute to Better Off Dead. And
Okay.
Tawny, you know Savage Steve Holland, right?
Absolutely. I loved him.
Right? So he just sent me like 30 pages to put in this book. So like I've got all the different people who have been in Better Off Dead, and they're all sending me, I like sent them questions. So it's really it's a love fest for it. And he's the nicest guy ever. He's like such a sweetheart.
Oh my gosh. Before we go, you have to give me his number. I need to call him. I would love to see him.
Directly. We'll do it.
I love him.
Absolutely. I was wondering if I missed that. Because I remember you telling me, because you said what happened was something happened where I didn't get the picture of the jacket, so I had to email it to you, and I'm like, oh, I hope I made the cut. You're like, don't worry, I got it. So we're still good then, right?
Yes, we're really good. So basically, if anybody's watching this who knows me, or who has taken a picture with the coat, because I have the actual coat from Better Off Dead, send it to me and I will put you in the book. So it is really cool. This book it's going to have interviews. It's going to have as much as in-depth information I have on the film. And also then I'm going to have the fans in the coat, which is really cool. So it's a love fest in that. So thank you for remembering that. That's so good. And I'm working on it right now. So
Carlo, the coat's going to mean it, but you're cut out.
Yeah, right. I was afraid to try. I'll be honest with you. I was afraid to try it on because I didn't want to do like a Chris Farley fat guy and a little.
No, seriously, it fits everybody. It's hilarious. This coat was so oversized on me when I did the film, and
Right.
anybody who put it on, guaranteed, you're going to be shocked. It's so amazing how many people work.
Wow.
You're going to be on the sleeve.
Tony, I got to ask you, two of my favorite movies, and especially now, before I get into, I'm going to ask you, I don't know about you girls, but I'm so not watching the news right now. I am so sick of it. That's why I decided to do this content to keep the show going. And I'm watching reruns of everything I can think of because it's the same. You turn on Channel 5, they tell you one thing. You turn on Channel 7, they tell you another thing. So I'm watching Gilligan's Island. I'm watching Better Off Dead. I'm watching Bachelor Party. I'm watching Witchboard. I'm watching everything I possibly can.
Carlo's watching baseball games and betting on them.
But with Bachelor Party, and I know you talked about this before, but for the benefit of our new listeners, I want to welcome our two of our lovely ladies here tonight, Tawny Kitaen and Diane Franklin. And if you have no idea who they were or who they are, then you better get out of this chat room because we don't want you here. But what did you have more fun doing, Bachelor Party or Witchboard?
Oh, that's a good question. I think when it comes to fun, it was most definitely Bachelor Party because
That was
I
a
was
great
like
movie.
the only girl with. I mean, I had my posse, but I was like it was me and Tom Hanks. So I was like the only girl so many times alone with all the boys, and just to watch them and just how boys are and. I'd go sit in my trailer when I got sick of it, and and Tom would go sit in his trailer and read Time magazine when he got sick of it. So it was, when you talk about fun, it had to be that one. When we weren't shooting, it was that one for sure.
I showed that movie to my kids, and they loved it too. And that's way not their generation.
Oh,
they loved it. Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool to hear. That's really cool.
Yeah.
My kids, I don't know if my kids have seen it. My kids kind of act like they don't know what mommy did for a living.
Right.
No, and then once in a while they'll drop like a little oh, I was playing soccer today, and one of my teammates told me that her mom was an actress, but she's only done commercials. And she said to me that your mom would probably know me. And I was thinking to myself, my mom's a big actress. Your mom's only done commercials. And I went, oh my God, 21 years, and I finally get to hear that you like maybe like know that I worked or did something with my
Wow.
life. Yeah, and that's how she told me. It was pretty funny.
How old are your kids?
Well, God, I wish I could say 3 and 5, but they're 20, wait, she's turning 22 this week. 21 and 27.
Yeah. Let us know if the questions are too hard. We'll give you easier questions. So
They get so quick, right?
How the hell do I know?
Tawny, I tell you, you're killing it on YouTube. I've watched some of the stuff you did. I think, and I think your daughter was going to Italy and doing some modeling.
Yeah, no, she was. That's actually both of my kids. One kid was going to Italy, and one kid, I'm trying to talk her into letting me get her on the runways of Italy.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Fashion. I mean, she's 5'11". She's absolutely gorgeous. It's like I could put her up with the elite in 2 seconds, and she'd be off to Paris for Fashion Week.
Does she
So
want to
one-
do that, or she's a little hesitant?
Right.
Does she want to
Well,
go in
Carlo-
that direction, or is she a little hesitant?
Well, her parents, because her dad is Chuck Finney, the baseball player.
Right.
Oh,
He
yeah,
gets
yeah, yeah.
a lot of attention here in Newport Beach, and me, and people always come up to us. The kids don't want to have anything to do with it. They've just seen it between mom and dad, and they're just like, no, no.
Yeah.
Carlo, you won the runway once, right? To get your luggage, right? To pick up the
Yeah,
luggage.
yeah. I almost got run over. But then I was cool. I saw one of your YouTube things where you got surprised with pink tickets.
Yes, I did. My ex-husband, he was so sweet. It was Mother's Day, and he surprised me with pink tickets.
Oh, wow.
And she's so wonderful, and it was so cool. And you know what? Thank you for bringing up my YouTube channel. I have like 100 and something thousand on Instagram, but I have 1,000.
Oh,
And I'm
wow.
like, oh my gosh, I have so many people.
Oh, my God. That's awesome. All right. Just joining us is the lovely and talented Claudia Wells. Claudia, how are you?
I'm fabulous. How are you?
I'm doing under the circumstances, even though me and Paul are in New Jersey, which is pretty much ground zero right now. We're hanging in
It's
there.
ground zero here too.
Yeah.
And California's on lockdown for another 3 months.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. That's
Yeah, until they throw that governor out.
Yeah. The last time, you know what? It's funny.
I'm not political, so I'm not going to comment. I'm happy he opened the trails.
I'll
Yeah.
call.
Really happy.
No
So
problem.
guess where I am, guys?
You look like you're on a golf course.
I
Nope.
can't see her. Where?
Are you in a DeLorean?
There she is.
You know what, Diane? That's why we're great friends. Da, 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 da. Oh, what's that? What's this? Whee!
Is that the flux capacity? Wow.
What's that? It's the door.
Wow. Look
I
at
thought
that.
you guys would like that. So, you know,
We
what
love
can a
it.
girl do but have a DeLorean?
There you go.
Where's the flux capacitor?
Right
Access to
there.
it's right here.
It's right there. Yeah. Wow.
And then look over here.
Wow.
This thing is like the real deal.
That's cool.
Claudia, just out of
I
curiosity.
thought maybe you guys could give me some advice as to what to press in for destination time, present time, and last time of departure.
Oh, that's
Like, where
good.
should I go? What year?
Go back to January. Go back to January.
All right, then we have to go through all this again.
Go
No.
back to
I'm
No,
gonna
we'll
get
change
my phone booth and I'm gonna meet you at that DeLorean.
You got it. You know what? The only reason I would go back to January is I traveled from February 12th till March 13th. That would be a reason to go back. However, I don't want to go through all this again, though I have to admit, learning how to do absolutely nothing and it being the law, I
Yeah.
kind of liked it. Not
Right.
the reasons for it, but I always wanted to know what it was like to live a cat's life. And I watched my cats, you know, sleep, eat, watch
for-
some TV.
For
Yeah, but I don't
So
like the
now I
cats.
know how cats live.
I don't like the cat food though. The cat food.
Yeah, that's the
Oh no,
downside.
I've been cooking a lot. I make the most amazing stews and soups, and I've been drinking this incredible tea that I put in a big pot. It's always warm on the stove, and it's got tea, turmeric, cayenne pepper, cinnamon, fresh ginger chopped, and
Wow. All good stuff for the immune system.
it's good for you, right?
Yeah, all good
So
stuff for
I
the immune
highly
system.
recommend it. Especially you ladies, you would love it.
Claudia, let me ask you. You when we last talked to you, you were doing so great with Armani Wells, and this has got to be terrible for you being shut down. I mean, you were booked like 6 months in advance.
Well, I've had the store, I opened almost 29 years ago. So that's a huge change. The only time that I'm not available at my store is when I'm doing shows.
Right.
Or events, out of the country. So, yeah, it's very strange. I'm thinking, actually, today I was thinking I might do like a live Instagram from my store and show product and give people the option to buy it.
Oh, absolutely.
Because that's allowed.
Oh, we lost her. She's frozen up. Oh. Claudia, I think your audio's breaking up.
Business, and yeah, she's waiting for everything to open up here on the Jersey Shore again.
Yeah.
She's trying to open up before.
Say that
Memorial
again?
Day.
Say it again?
My wife has a clothing store too on the Jersey Shore, and she's trying to open up before Memorial Day.
Yeah, so it's been rough here.
Trying to do the same thing.
I'm not that good at the online stuff, like the pictures and the this and the that, but I could be good at the live stuff because it's me doing what I do anyway. I mean, my customers are so loyal, and so are my clients, that the store will survive. I mean, it's survived 29 years through everything. So I'm not concerned about it, going to sleep forever. Yeah. But I really love dressing men. So, and I've got all that merchandise just sitting there.
We'll be right over.
Diane.
It's my favorite, acting and dressing men and doing these shows.
I tell you, I feel so bad. I feel like I'm bad luck for Diane. I forgot to send her the picture from the coat. And then the one time we were going to have her on her show, I emailed her to confirm, and she's like, I can't talk right now. My daughter's locked down at her college. I'm like, oh my God, there's an active shooter.
Oh, right, lockdown. Was that it? That was the time?
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, I'm such bad luck. I'm like.
Diane.
Shooting at CLA, right? Okay, yes. Yeah.
Did you tell them the story of our beautiful first meeting? Or
no, not yet, but I do have to wait. I definitely go back. I just have to interject something about Bachelor party. Guess what, Tawny? I got a call back for your role.
Oh, really?
I auditioned.
You got a call back for what?
I have like a bunch of things that I have a book, So I wanted to let you know I'm very honored and happy that you got it, because it was like I was like, what is this? So it could have been me, could have been, but like, I thought that was really cool to tell you. We were destined to meet.
It was my second movie, and I had just come off into my first movie, and I was just flying home, got off the plane, and I didn't audition. I had a screen test. So I screen tested Jeff Conaway, Fraser, not Fraser, but his, some other big guy, I forgot his name. And then when I got the part and showed up on the set, none of the guys that I screen tested were there. It was just Tom Hanks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Was it?
By the way, it's nice to see you. Both of you. It's nice to see you.
Anyway, move on. So yes, how was that? How we saw each other again.
That's my ride. I found you, Carlo.
Under the circumstances, how are you guys coping with everything? I mean, Claudia, you were doing convention after convention. Diane, you were busy. Tawny, you were going all over the place. How does it feel to just have to stop?
Great. I don't have any excuses why I don't want to go out with any friends.
Yeah,
Plus,
right?
20 right now, Carlo. 20 has a fan blowing on her.
Yeah, right. He must be tired by now.
You can't beat that.
Yeah.
You know what I learned from, oh, sorry, go ahead, Diane.
No, I was
Go
just
ahead.
saying, I actually have been so busy, and bizarrely, I've been acting. Like, I've been actually doing work, like, on, like, sending it to acting jobs. It's pretty weird.
Really?
But yeah, like, so weird. People have called me and said, you want to do this movie? And I'm like, okie dokie. And, like,
So they're still filming?
I've
having
been filming. I sent
I'm
everything in. So, you know, I mean, it's one of those kind of, yeah, they just, I mean, it's one of those things. And then I'm writing my book, and then also I teach acting, so I've been making videos for
What?
people,
Oh,
and you know,
wow.
yeah, I've been busy.
Oh my gosh, can I just say that
Are
I
you
am
on the
so
same
proud of Diane?
Wait, what?
You're so proud of what?
All that stuff done. Incredible.
She's proud of all that stuff you've been doing.
Oh, tell her thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Diane,
yeah,
what's the book?
The book is, I don't have the full title, but right now I'm calling it The Excellent Coat of the Last American French Exchange Babe of the 80s, but it's a tribute book on Better Off Dead.
Oh, wow.
A tribute what?
Like, it's got like, fan stuff, and it's got all like
You actually go online and see it.
interviews from all the other actors. So it's a
fabulous.
tribute book to the film Better Off Dead,
Wow.
the comedy.
Are you gonna are you gonna have a Cusack write the forward?
It's Carlos 20.
You know,
There's Claudia.
I haven't contacted him yet about it. I mean, I am going to contact him, but so maybe we'll see. We'll see what he says. It'll be interesting.
All right.
So, I
He's
don't
a
know.
cutie patootie.
Bills.
And Claudia, I just wanted to let you know that when we came to see you out at the convention, you couldn't be more nicer to us, and you were such a sweetheart to us. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And my kids, they had a ball when you taking the picture with you.
That makes me so happy. You know, the conventions, when I first started them, I was a little uncomfortable about the concept of like selling a picture of myself and, you know, the business end of it. But in the last few years, I've realized that the blessing of sharing life and love with everybody is so fulfilling and such an honor to be able to do. I just adore it. And actually, I was booked for 2 shows a month that all got canceled or postponed. And I was supposed to do a movie in the Czech Republic, which I would have started filming on Friday.
Right.
Blessedly, that one, as soon as the Czech Republic allows people in, the film will still happen. And one of my events was postponed, so that'll still happen. But it showed me that, because in my mind, I always am like, okay, so this week I'm going to travel to, you know, Brussels, and then, you know, here and there, whatever. But it showed me we can't really plan or count on things or premeditate, you know, concern or joy or worry or any of it. The fact is, if this hasn't proven we have to live in today and today only, then I don't know what would. And that we need to find self-satisfaction and sort of purpose that doesn't include earning money, that doesn't include traveling, that doesn't include people.
Right.
I mean, it's really astounding. It's in some ways it's been, you know, so odd, but in other ways, there's a lot that can come from it, just personally.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Diane, do you think that the and this question is for all of you to answer, it's going to affect the future? Like you three do a lot of conventions, and the fans love you. You're one of the most popular people when you do conventions. You think going forward, even though when we do open up, that the people are going to be hesitant to come out now?
I think that that's a brilliant question, and I've been thinking about that. When the shows were still thinking of happening, they sent out an email saying, you know, the fans have to come in and be 6 feet from you, and no touching. You can't give presents. You can't bring your own item. It was so strict, and of course, shows stopped completely. But I, you know, one of my favorite things to do is give hugs.
Right.
And be close. And, you know, it's a beautiful moment to have with each and every person I take very seriously. So I really don't know. I mean, I texted one of my agents asking when he thinks shows will start. He said September, but I just don't, I
Sooner.
can't imagine how it's going to happen because they're packed, they're crowded, people are right next to each other.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to, I don't know. What do you ladies think?
Well, that leads into our discussion. Tawny and I have a convention we're going to in Mexico at the end of October. And Tawny, you go ahead.
Well,
Where in
I mean,
Mexico?
Cabo.
yeah. it's in Cabo.
Nice.
It's
Okay, so I need the name of the promoter.
wait, it's not Cabo. It's gosh, what is it? It's
Oh, is
near.
Oh, I don't even remember.
It's in Mexico, but it's near Cozumel. It's near Cozumel.
I know where Cozumel. I've been to Cozumel. I get it. So how are they planning on handling it? Have they told you?
No, they haven't. I talked to Steve, the promoter, and they're still not. They still have no idea, just like the rest of us. I think maybe in a couple months. I don't think we can answer that question today. I think we're going to have to wait. You know, just like LA has been put down until August, we're just going to have to wait. We just, you know, there's not enough information. Although I do watch the news 24/7.
Oh my God.
I actually realized that I got that from my mother, and I used to hate it. And I told my daughter last night, I'm so sorry. All I do is watch the news. I'll give it away. I'll let you know. It's CNN. It's not.
Oh my God, Tawny, say it ain't so.
Oh, yeah. So,
You're being lied
Chris
to. You're being
Como.
lied to.
I love Andrew and Chris Como. If I could just, oh my God, I love those two guys.
Come to New York, we'll hook you up.
You know Peter Sutherland's phone number?
Yeah, well, you know, that could be pie. You never know. Paisans, we you know. Oh,
I
this
have
handsome
some
guy.
friends at
That's my
CNN.
celebrity crush.
Oh, let me introduce you to Dave Hodge. He's one of us on Animal House Radio. Tawny Kitaen, Diane Franklin, and Claudia Wells.
Pleasure to speak with all of you again. How are you?
I'm good. How are
There he
you?
is. How you doing, Dave?
I'm good. I was
How are
running
you?
late. I had a Zoom meeting with as a senior parent for the seniors with the school board and what we're arranging for the seniors graduating next month. So that was fun.
Yeah.
What did they say?
You know what there's going to be positive. I like the fact that you see so many people coming together in a crisis, which is great.
Yeah.
But you know, look what we had to do to have that come out. Now you have all these people that are home and they're getting to spend time with their family and they're bonding and they're catching up on things they might have never been able to do before. And then everything's going to open up again, and then it's going to be gone again. And it's like you're going to just, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get so attached to being home with the kids and spending quality time. Now you're going to go back into the rat race and start working again. You think that's going to have an effect on, like, Diane?
I'll tell you something. Glad you said that. It is absolutely. I've been thinking about that. I mean, because obviously at some point everything's going to shift, you know, and now we're sort of getting. I mean, this is like we're going into like week 9, I think.
Yeah.
And so we're all sort of finding a pattern. I mean, I'm starting to have like times where I wake up, I exercise, I do stuff, you know, like it's with my husband. You know, we eat the same time and we go and do our separate stuff during the day in the house, you know, like in different rooms. It's like, okay, we're going to work. See you later. You go in your room. I'll go in mine.
Every day feels the same. I can't tell what day it is anymore. I lose track of the days.
Oh.
Days are weekends and days are a decision, you know. And so I do think when we go back, I was thinking about how hard that is. Because I also teach kids and how hard that is on kids. They, you know, I actually have been asking my students to do like a kind of a diary, like Anne Frank sort of a thing. Like, you know, how do you feel about the corona virus and the being, you know, quarantine? What's the good things? What's the bad things? Interview your family member about it, you know, because it is a moment in history where, you know, at some point people are going to look back and go, how did you feel? And how did you, you know, what did you learn from it or realize, you know? So I think there's going to be a lot of different emotions coming up. And I know, I don't know. Now I'm getting used to it. I don't know if I want to go back.
Yeah, right.
I agree.
Tawny,
Yeah.
I know
I
you
was
said-
wondering the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we might miss this at some point.
Yeah.
You know, I heard, I didn't realize from, and I know, Tawny, you sent me the wrong text. There's actually people walking around LA with no masks on.
Oh my gosh.
I listen. I have become the police mask. I will
Thank
call,
you. Thank you.
I will
Thank you
call
so much.
your ass out if you are not wearing a damn mask. And now I understand that it's not going to save me, but I understand that I'm going to save somebody else in case I have it and I don't know it. So
Right.
all these people that aren't wearing masks are being completely selfish because they could be carrying the virus and not know it and pass it off to me while I'm wearing a mask trying to save them in case I have it and I don't know it.
Right.
So
And
it's just, you can hear it in my voice. It's just
serious.
so irritating to me and so ignorant and so.
Yeah, but they're saying that the mask
done.
is like it's
Went off on a rant.
here's my issue. First, we didn't need them. Then we needed them. Now they're no good again. Make up your friggin' minds. Like, you know, you don't know what that's why I don't want to watch the news, because it's contradictory. You know, I certainly
Well,
don't
that's-
want to spread it to nobody.
Figure it out.
You know, I mean,
Well, wear your mask.
oh, I do. I actually,
Listen,
you know,
we didn't do all of this lockdown for nothing. We didn't do all of this and shut the economy down and take and scare people and have so many people go on unemployment and lose their jobs for nothing. I
Right.
mean, this wasn't a joke. It wasn't a hoax and it wasn't a joke. And we need to protect each other until we know a little bit more about this. And you're right, it does keep flip-flopping every day. That's why I wear my mask, because I know that that's the right thing to do. That thing it changes, but it never changes.
You know, and it's not like anybody knows the answer, so you just
Right.
I don't know. It is shocking that we go out, you know, I go to if I walk around the park, like now, and believe me, that's even with big thought, or the supermarket, obviously, wearing a mask is such a simple and it's a thoughtful thing. You know, it's like you're really thoughtful, and to not wear a mask makes it seem like it's over, but we can't go to that place yet. We can't feel like it's over. And I know everybody,
absolutely.
we can't. It's
in New
not
Jersey,
okay.
in New Jersey, everybody's wearing masks, and you know, since I can't do stand-up comedy right now, I'm shamefully admitting this. I'm doing Instacart, and you know, I have to be in stores all day, and there are people, they're wearing their masks, and when they go to the checkout, they're social distancing, but when you're in the aisles, they're on top of each other, even with the masks on. So, because New Jersey's crazy, everybody's getting like,
Wow.
they're getting like cabin fever, I guess. It's starting to get to where, you know, they don't want to.
Well, I think, like Diane said, she's absolutely right. I mean, you know, we don't know we don't have all the answers. So just wear your mask and that's the least you can do. I mean, that's the least we're asking. Seriously, that's all. You know what you're.
Because even if you don't wear your mask, it doesn't mean it's over. And you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or and it's not like, you know, oh, I'm not wearing a mask, so I'm done, or it's all good now.
Right.
Or you know what? It's my body, my rights, right? Like, okay,
Right.
well, if it is, can you please be a kind person and wear your mask so that other people don't die? We just don't know, you know?
Right.
Right.
I took the next logical step. I started getting custom ones. You know, I got my New York Yankees mask. I got a couple of them. I got a Wu-Tang mask that I wore the other day. You know, I'm just having fun with it. I got my American flag ones came in today. I'm ready to go. You know,
as far as
why not accessorize? Let's have some fun with it.
As far as LA, are the
There's
numbers
stores that have
dropping?
popped up in LA.
Right. Are they?
Yes.
Are the numbers dropping?
Not at all.
Not here.
No.
Not here.
No, they're growing.
No.
Oh my God! So
No,
they're
they're
not
getting
even.
higher.
They're not even like doing like a delayed opening with anything. Everything's still pretty much shut down.
No, they've got there's for retail stores, if you bring something out to someone's car,
Oh,
they're
curbside
allowing
pickup. Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like yeah, but not walking in. And no, they've opened it up. They opened the trails up that were closed, most of them. So I mean, it's bits. It's teeny little itty bitty bits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tawny, have you come up with like a daily routine, like in normal life we have?
You know what? I hate to admit it, but I was sick before this started, and I was already in the horizontal position. And so when this just started, it just kind of ran into my sickness. And so I just kind of bought into the fact that I was laying down. And I have to tell you, I have not, like, my daughter and I were talking about this last night. We go on Instagram and see people doing yoga and doing their workouts and like life is so great. And we're like, I don't feel like working out. I don't feel like doing my yoga today. I don't feel, so I hear you guys talk, you've got routines, and I'm so, first of all, proud of you. And I'm envious. I wish I had used this time better, but now that I know that we've been extended 3 more months, I'll start working out now.
Oh, boy.
You know what,
I have
Tawny, you and I
German in
are
my blood.
sisters.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
I have German by background, and so I can be very self-disciplined, but that's about it. But my husband's Italian, so we're gonna have some drinks. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm just barely starting. I just started walking like 3 days ago, and I've told myself every single night, tomorrow you're walking.
Really?
And the next day I find a Netflix show.
You
Yeah,
have
I
to.
literally, so you're not alone, Tawny.
Oh, wow. So for
Really?
practice,
Okay, so you started
No,
3
I
days ago,
literally,
or
and I'm a pretty disciplined, I'm accustomed to being
Right.
a productive person. But
Yes.
no, I mean, I cooked, but then there's times I'll watch 3 seasons of a show in a day and
Right.
a half. Now, that's telling you
Right.
how lazy I've been.
Oh,
Literally 3
Right.
days ago, I walked, and then
So
I walked last night, and I'm gonna walk tonight.
so you're
I
even
will
for,
say the only
I'm envious of you guys because you can be lazy like that. Like that's like you got to take advantage of the quarantine. When are you ever going to be able to do this?
You're right. That's true too.
You know what I mean? Not even lazy. I'm
Yeah,
judging,
that's
but
true too.
you know what I'm saying? Like enjoy not getting up until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean that's
You're
that's
absolutely right.
But I've
You're
done that,
absolutely
Diane.
right.
I've done that like for weeks.
You guys, that's our lives. Our lives are waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning and working 16, 17 hours a day, 6 days a week. So for us to be able to just take back and not have to do that for a couple months,
It's been
like,
astounding.
It's a good time to make time for the things you've been putting off for a long time.
no, what's
Yeah.
funny about
Yeah,
it is,
that's.
the
I
funny
like your
thing,
glasses.
you know. Oh, do you know what I've done?
I'm wearing 3D glasses because we're such
Photo
depth
albums.
now.
what happened?
What?
Oh,
I'm
you're
wearing the 3D glasses
scrapbooking?
because we're talking in such depth.
You are so funny. You are so funny. So
You know,
I
girl,
had
you know what?
one.
Go ahead,
I
Diane.
think
I'm
going
gonna
for
It's hard to know
photo
who's
albums.
talking.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
I lost my
The
can't
one
hear what.
consistent.
What happened?
I've had one consistent since this started. I have 4 girlfriends and myself, and every single night we have a phone call at 7 that we read like Psalm 23, Psalm 91, Psalm 27, and pray for an hour. And so, I mean, that's literally been my only consistent every single day.
Tawny, one of
Yes.
the listeners that are stationed overseas in the Middle East, he says when I'm home from deployment, he's home from deployment now, because he just came home. He said he's on his rowing machine listening to Whitesnake.
Is he single?
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah. Diane, what did you say about a photo album? You've been like scrapbooking or something?
Oh, yeah. So, we just had Mother's Day. So, like, I was like, what do you want to do on Mother's Day? I'm like, I want to go through photo albums. Like, I just want to go down memory lane. And that was so much fun. And everyone just kind of stopped their life and just went, oh, wow. Like this, because you're right. Everything moves so quickly. We move so forward. And so to take advantage of that, whoa, like, look at that. And like, just take a look at those photos and remember those times. And I don't know. So that's a really cool thing to do also, is just go through, you know, your photos.
You know,
That's
it's funny.
nice.
Time to catch up.
I found my brother's baby book, and it's got pictures of my dad when he was married to my mom. They were divorced when I was under 1 year old. So I've got
Oh,
piles of pictures because a lot of them are loose. And I actually, a book came in the mail today, How to Organize Your Pictures. And
Oh, really?
I mean, my dad's going to be able to see, my brother was born like 56 years ago. And so these pictures, his mom is still alive. My dad's 95.
oh wow.
So it's
Whoa!
just, yeah. And then I get to see what my mom and dad looked like when they were married, which I've never seen. It's a little like needing to even start. I've started a couple times and then stopped because, I don't know, issues.
Yeah. It gets,
Yeah.
Claudia, put him in the DeLorean. Bring him back in time.
Yeah.
You know what? I could do that.
You know what's funny about this whole thing? Right before we got locked down in New Jersey, 2 days, I literally 2 days before that, I joined the gym because I felt I needed to get back. I don't feel right unless I'm working out. And then they got locked down. Now I'm dying to work out, and I know I'm going to be a hypocrite. Once they open up, I'm like, I don't want to go. It's so funny because, like,
I hope you get a discount.
it's so funny. But
They pay him not to come.
yeah, Diane,
Right.
I got to tell you, everybody that I talk to loves the Amityville movie. Oh my God, they're raving about it.
The old one or the new one?
The newest one.
The new one.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I am so happy. Thank you for telling me that.
No, I mean,
I love that
especially
movie.
how you
It
were
makes me so happy.
especially how you were the daughter, and now you're the mother. Like that whole transformation was so surreal.
I think it's on Netflix right now, which is a Netflix or Vudu.
Oh,
or
I gotta watch that.
Yeah.
You're gonna flip out. It's one of my best performances, I have to say. You know, and I think it's just super cool, trippy because when I did Amityville Part 2, I played the daughter in the film. Now I play the mom in the film. Essentially the same story, but this one is more of a drama. The first one's more of like a classic horror film, but this one's more of a drama. And I got to play, you know, like my Long Island peeps, like when I grew up, you know, like this, you know. So it was great. It was great.
And
That's
20,
But
20,
thank
you have to go
So
back on
cool.
YouTube and start doing your show again. I thought it was great. What did you stop for?
No, you know what? I stopped for a little bit, but then I just put up one 2 days ago, and I'm gonna do another one today.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm thinking now that I have 1,000 people, subscribers,
Right. Exactly.
I'm going to.
Tawny, what's the show about?
I'm get serious about it.
Yeah.
What's the show about?
It's called Tawny's Take, and it's just me for 10 minutes, just talking about what's going on in the world that day or what's going on in my world that day. You know, how I raised my kids, why I changed my name when I was 12 years old from Julie to Tawny, all my rock and roll. I just like, it's almost my book. It's like an autobiography tutorial of my life in YouTube instead of written form.
Wow.
Well, you.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
watch it. What is the name on it to press subscribe?
But Tawny's Take, Tawny with an S, TAWNYS Take.
Why 10
Tawny's
minutes?
Take.
Okay, I'm gonna
Why-
check it
Why
out.
would you do that?
I'll
That's
be
only 10
1,001
minutes.
for your subscribers.
Thank you.
We need more than 10
Sorry?
minutes, Tawny. That's a tease.
Well, okay, so I am technically challenged, computer illiterate. I don't know anything. And I was told by a millennial that if I go over 10 minutes, that that my iPad is not going to be able to upload it to the internet.
Oh,
And
okay.
so, and then someone wrote on my thing, because I'm always going, oh my gosh, it's 10 minutes, I gotta go. And someone commented in the comment section and said, Tawny, you know you can go longer than 10 minutes in your iPad.
Oh my God.
We all
No, I'm
wish
just
we could
not-
go more than 10 minutes.
Oh my
But
God.
I'm It's just a habit now I've gotten into. I figure people don't really want to see me for longer than 10 minutes anyway.
Oh,
It's just a
stop
short
it.
little fun thing.
You know,
And then you'll get another one the next day. If they're like little Easter eggs.
you know what I
You
found
ladies
out?
are really inspiring me.
Well, you are all game changers, both personally and professionally, and not just for women.
Oh, these
but
are
for
great
men.
women.
Yes, all of you are. Yours are.
John, these are great women that you have on.
Tawny,
I'm-
Tawny, do you do it
Love
every
you guys.
day or
I love
every
you.
now and
I'm so
then?
excited to do it with
I've
you
been
guys.
doing them. I was for about a couple months. I was doing them every day. I take the weekends off, and then I don't know. The quarantine happened. I got sick, and then the quarantine, and I got lazy, and I wasn't keeping to my own schedule, and I was
Right.
doing them periodically.
You know-
And now I'm just going to be as diligent with them because I'm seeing that people are really enjoying them. And so it at first it was like 30 people were watching, then 100 people were watching, and then it got up to around 500, and I was like, oh my gosh. Like I thought I was too old for YouTube. I thought the kids aren't going to want to watch it. No one's. And now I have over 1,000 subscribers. It's
Well,
just-
I am
it's
so
just
impressed
really
with
cool.
you.
I'm going to share a little secret.
I'm
Happy.
computer literate.
No,
Yeah, me same.
When
This
we
is
had-
why the children
That's
yeah,
why I'm impressed.
when we had all three of you on, when you came on, the next day I got an email from the guy that runs our server out in Denver. He said they got such an influx of emails when all three of you came on at the point that you came on that they almost shut down the server because people praising. They loved Diane, they loved Claudia, they loved Tawny. And they came from all over
Wow.
the world. I mean, you're talking world.
They just didn't like us.
Yeah, they just didn't like us. But I mean,
fair.
you've inspired so many people, all of you, and I'm so glad that I was able to get you three together because yous are iconic, and hopefully we could all see each other at a convention again soon.
Absolutely.
I would love that.
100%.
I'm
I
just
would
very
love to see
inspired by Diane
girls.
and Tawny.
Well, they're very
Same.
inspiring people.
Hey, I have a great idea. Somebody's got to make a babes of the 80s convention where you only have the babes.
I'm in.
That's
Oh, I'm
fabulous.
in.
Right.
How many people would go to that, right?
Oh my.
Everybody.
Yes.
Someone's got to
Absolutely.
let me know,
I'm already standing in line.
Tawny said she'll set up a kissing booth right over there.
right?
Right?
Oh, that's funny. And we could have a Lucy booth where people get advice.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
Exactly.
And Claudia, you can have a hugging booth.
Sit on
I'll
the
have
car.
a hugging booth.
I'll wear
And-
my coat.
And Diane,
Oh, I
Diane
love
could have
it. I
a
love
code
it.
changing display. You can have a Lucy booth where you're getting the thing and you got to stomp the grapes with your feet. You could do that,
Right, right.
Oh, there you go. The three of us.
And then
I
we
love
could do. We
that.
could have
Do
a
we
whole
have
thing.
time?
You have all the time you want. There's no set time. I have until 9:30
Can I tell the
Eastern.
story of how Diane and I met?
Absolutely.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay, so
absolutely.
I was,
No, tell me.
was 50. Huh?
You go ahead and tell them.
Okay, so I was 15 years old and I got callback after callback, and then I was sent to the network on a pilot called Too Good to Be True, and they had two actors or actresses for each role, and it was one of the first like teenage type shows. So we're at ABC, I think it was ABC, and there's this big living room area, and then this long hallway, and then you go in and audition for the suits. It's like 3 rows of men in suits or a woman in a suit.
Oh,
That's
yes.
the network, and they're
That's
the ones
it.
that choose who gets each part, period.
The scariest part.
I'm up for the same part as Diane, and I've never met her before, and she was so nice. So Diane and I each go in with, a couple of groups of people. Then Diane goes in. She's called in with each other character. I'm not called in at all. And so obviously we know that I didn't get the part. We were at the network 7 hours. I actually became best friends with Patrick Laberto because he was there. So, and he got his part. And at one point I said to them, I was like, is it okay if I leave? Oh, no. We still need you. And I never went back in after, like, I think I went in twice, but literally, it was 7 hours. And then I went to the network the following week, same network, for a different show. And I just walked in and I was like, it's me again. I got that show. But I went to see the show, and Diane was perfect and my friend was great. So I don't regret it because I made friends that are lifetime friends.
Right.
But I love that. It just shows how weird the industry is.
Well, and look how cool this is. Okay, so in that case, I got that one. And in the other case, the bachelor party, Tawny got that one, right?
Right.
Right.
It's cool for the audience to understand this is such a moment in time. Like, you just don't know. And I was talking to Heather Langenkamp about this. I said, Heather has been known as sort of as a horror girl,
Right,
but I know that I said to her, moment in time, you just happened to be in the right time, the right place. That director, you reminded him of someone that was like that moment, and that was it. And you became a mostly horror actress,
Right.
that genre. But it's a moment in time. Like, you just don't know. And I think that kind of is what makes it exciting. It really makes it like you just don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nerve-wracking, but nerve-wracking is also exciting. It's the same feeling. It's just how you see it. So thank you for saying that story. And I loved you. I thought you were, obviously in that room, I remember thinking, that girl is so stunning. Claudia is so stunning. You're just such a beautiful woman. So
Yeah.
I just
All
wanted
the
to
hot in
let
the
you
kettle.
know that at 9:30 our time, and I know I want to see we're having remember the TV show Jag?
yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have David James Elliott on. So see, I had you girls on for the guys, and now I'm gonna have David on for the ladies. But Diane, let me ask you, what did you have more fun doing? Better Off Dead or The Last American Virgin?
Well, The Last American Virgin was my first film, and it was like a guerrilla filmmaking. Like, I didn't know anything, like, because I had nothing to compare it to. It was a huge deal in my life. And none of the people in the film were stars of any sort. We all it was almost like, it's like family. Like, everyone just got together and worked really hard. And I loved doing the film, but it was exciting because it was a new film, and it was the first of all those teen comedies done by teens. That was the first one in 1982. Actually, we did it in 1981.
Wow.
And it didn't get released till 82. So we were, even before Fast Times at Ridgemont High, we were in production. So it was not common. I mean, it was the first one. But Better Off Dead, that's my favorite. I mean, that was hilarious, and that's why I'm writing the book about it. I mean, it was, all I can tell you is I loved working with the people, and I'd actually never done a comedy really until that film. I had not done one. It was all either drama or horror or, I mean, even in Virgin, that's considered a comedy, but my part was dramatic. So I loved, so Better Off Dead was a real a dream. And I hope I get remembered for it. Somebody asked me, like, what do you think? I don't know. Like, I respect the fact that everybody likes different films. So
what was was there any part of that movie that was ad-libbed, or was everything pretty much scripted?
Oh, there was a lot ad-libbed in the sense that the dialogue was not, but the behind the scenes things like Ricky jumping for the balloon, or which is hilarious. I mean, everybody, all the actors, just loved that moment when he did that. And the scene that I had lived was, was when John took me to go and have the date in the restaurant, in the burger place.
Right.
We were going to just walk in. There's no way you just want to walk in. I was like, let's make this more interesting. Put a blindfold on me and have John lead me in, because that makes it just more interesting. And this way he can surprise me as opposed to me just walking in. So, it didn't seem like made sense. So those were little things, Curtis like banging on the jar of the pig in the jar.
Yeah, the fetal pig,
like little things that you go, what is happening? So God. Yes, there was a lot of improv as well. And I have to just say, that was because Savage Steve Holland, he hired some amazing actors, and he just trusted us and let us do some things, and he appreciated it. And I'm grateful for that.
Dave, you had a question you were going to ask?
Can I just
Go ahead.
me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, listening to Diane, she's so right. I mean, there's a lot of times that the director will let us, like, I love to ad lib. That's my thing. And then you get directors. I had this director one time that I was walking into the scene and I was supposed to greet. And so I said, I walk in, I open the door and I go, hello. And the director yells, cut. And he comes down on the floor and I go, what's the problem? He goes, it's hi.
Oh my God.
And you know what? It used to be like that. It used to be, not now, but in the 80s, it was to the word. Right?
Yeah.
You girls remember this?
Absolutely true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tawny.
I just never wanted to insult the writers, so I always did it word by word.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is, Claudia. You're 100% right. But hi and hello, I remember just being like, really? I'm not changing the plot here.
Right. Tawny, let me ask you. I have two questions I have to ask you because number one, and I didn't realize it just recently. Why were you on Celebrity Rehab but you didn't have a drug problem? What the hell were you doing? And secondly, I don't think you get enough credit for your character as Mona on WKRP, I loved her so much. She was a badass.
Thank you. I loved playing Mona. I got to let out all that 80s rock. I just, she really was a badass, but she was like that girl who was a total badass with the greatest heart. She had such a kind and sweet and gentle heart. And I love that. I did that for 4 years and that was the best. And the reason I did Celebrity Rehab, which I'm glad you mentioned, I don't have a drug problem, which is true. The reason I did that, if you notice, it was around the time of, the last time we all lost our jobs and couldn't work. The writers went on strike. There was no work.
Right.
So here I was. They offered me, you guys, what's it called when we all get paid the same?
Scale.
Favored Nations.
Favored Nations. So they offered me Favored Nations, but I knew Drew Pensky really well, and I said, I don't have a drug problem. If I go on your show, people are going to think that, so you've got to pay me more than Favored Nations. And he goes, all right, just don't tell anybody.
Oh, boy.
So did you pretend you had a drug problem or a liquor problem when you did the show?
No, I've never had a drug problem. I've never drank. I'm
on the show, but they didn't say anything about it.
She was addicted to cookies.
Yeah, she was trying to break her addiction to CNN.
I'm there. Okay.
No, well, what I got to do every year, what they did when they did that show, they always had someone on who wasn't into drugs or doing drugs, so that person could sit around and watch a bunch of drug addicts try to come off of drugs.
That makes sense. And
one of the guys on my show with me was Gary Busey.
Yeah,
so
right. I remember that. Yeah.
I was locked down with him for a month and couldn't get out of this place.
Oh my God.
So you were they actually keep you there.
I actually lived there for three weeks.
Oh, what was that like?
Wow.
Being stuck with
So
Busey?
this quarantine is nothing for you, Tawny. This is nothing.
Yeah, you've been
Right,
through
I'm
this
a
before.
champion of this.
Oh my God. All right, Diane, if you're home, Diane, if you're home watching TV, right, and you're relaxing, we're out of quarantine now, and you're working, you got some time in between movies. What are you watching on TV?
Oh.
All right. So what we do in the shadows. I love that show. It's a comedy. What we do in the shadows. It's,
yes, on FX.
Right.
Is that Netflix?
No, FX.
FX.
Okay.
Or it's Hulu. It's
FX.
It's written. Jermaine Clement is like writing it, and then the actors are hilarious. And Taika, I can't say his last name. Waititi. He.
Oh yes.
Taika are together, and
the guy who won best. Yeah.
Oh.
He's the best.
Oh my gosh, have you seen the show? It is.
Oh, no, I know of him extremely well. I've seen the commercials for the show. I have it TiVoed on my thing, but he hasn't asked me what show I'm watching yet, so I haven't seen that yet, but I'm gonna watch it.
He's brilliant. The show is hilarious. And if not that, it's probably gonna be Ghost Adventures. So there you go. I'll just give
It's
you
what?
Ghost Adventures.
Tawny, what about you? What do you? Besides CNN, obviously, which we already know, you keep watching it. They're going to give you a job over there.
Good. I'll take it at this point.
Tony's favorite show is The Fan Blows In.
The fan blows on. Okay, so my binge-worthy show was You on Netflix.
That was good.
Oh wow!
You guys are giving me ideas.
Oh my God, Quinn! It is so phenomenal, and then my daughter last night said, "Mom, you have to start watching Better Off Dead."
Yeah.
With Christine Applegate.
Oh, it's fabulous! I watched
Will Ferrell,
I watched
Adam
3
McKay.
seasons in 2 days.
Oh wow!
Was it good? Oh, you did. So it's really
It's
good.
Wait.
I watched the whole thing in a row.
Wait, there's a show called
Okay.
Better Off Dead?
Every single show.
Yeah,
Huh?
Better Off Dead on Netflix with Christine Applegate, which she's phenomenal.
Yeah,
in.
that one.
What's the
Yeah.
premise of the show,
I
Tawny?
gotta see it now.
What's the premise of the show? Better Off Dead.
Well, God.
You, not Better Off Dead, you.
No, Better Off Dead. The show.
I'm gonna let my cohort in the beautiful Dorian answer that question. I'm only 4 shows into it, and I know it's gonna get crazier. So,
Oh my goodness.
What is
only
that
4
show about,
I
Claudia?
literally watched 3 seasons in less than 2 days.
What is it about?
Okay, so I'm not going to say much.
thank you.
Better Off Dead has nothing to do with it's not, that doesn't go with what it's about. It's a mom who's a really cool, she swears a lot. That's Christina Applegate. Mom, she has 2 kids, and
Cusses
something
a lot.
happened in her marriage that I'm not going to say that was very severe and caused grief. So she went to a grief group where she met a girl who became great friends with her. And each of their lives were intertwined in such an interesting, secretive,
That they didn't
neither
even
one
know.
of them knew the other. And the other characters, the acting is genius. They're
Yes.
drinking wine almost the whole time, which is interesting.
Nice.
It
Lot of
is so
ad-libbing.
real, and it's got everything. It's got everything, and I just highly recommend everyone watch it. I didn't realize I
comedy?
was like one of the first people to, huh?
Is it a comedy?
Only after the
it's
third
a
glass.
comedy.
It's a
It's
dramedy.
It's
I
a
cried
dramedy.
during some
Yeah.
things. I laughed.
But what I love about Christina, I've worked with her before. She is the sweetest, one of the sweetest girls in the world. And so when I see her play a character like this, it just makes me, it kills me, because she's really scorned and kind of bitter in a way. And she's like, she cusses a lot. And she's like not this lighthearted Christine Applegate that you normally see. She's a little bit of when the Anchorman, when
Okay.
he's trying to hit on
okay,
her,
right,
and she's
right.
like a little
Okay.
strong and a little.
Yeah.
So, but she goes through phases because it was, you explained it very well without giving it away, by the way.
Thank you.
She goes through a bunch of different phases, and she's it's fantastic. And I'm gonna listen to you, and I'm gonna watch all 3 seasons.
You have to
tonight.
just keep letting it go. Next episode.
Right.
And if you're, as far as actors, the acting on this show is so genius and so real and so unusually brilliant. I mean,
Yeah.
every single character, mostly the 2 characters that are the leads, the 2 girls. It's very rare I've ever seen such genuine, heart-wrenching reality.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
really, really, it's an acting class, a master class
Right.
for
Yeah.
anybody.
And it gets really
Yeah.
funny after the 3rd glass of wine.
You know, I see a lot of people on Facebook. They're always asking, "What's everybody watching?" And I love Ray Donovan, but everybody's raving about Ozark.
I saw all 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Hey, did
a row.
anybody see Tiger King?
I refuse
Yeah, I
to
saw the
watch
whole
that.
thing.
I refuse to watch it.
binged that
That's.
puppy in one day.
I'd rather
Yeah.
watch
I
Honey
saw
Boo
the
Boo.
whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
During this whole
I think it's much
quarantine,
better than Honey Boo Boo.
I don't want to
Huh?
watch. That's not entertainment to me.
I've
I'd
never
rather
seen
watch Better Off Dead or Back to the Future or Bachelor Party.
90 Days Fiance.
Oh my goodness.
What?
My mother's
90
80
Day
years old
Fiancé?
and she's glued to that thing. Every week she watches that show. 80 years
I've
old.
seen that sometime. Or wife swap or spouse
Oh,
swap. I like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My
And
mother
then
is
the other
so
show
out of
called
touch.
But I
Rich
didn't
House,
have a
Poor
hard
House.
husband.
Yeah. My mother is 80 years old.
Have
and
you
she's
seen
so
Rich
out
House,
of
Poor
touch.
House?
Which one?
Rich House, Poor House.
No.
No.
They swap like super rich people swap lives and homes
Whoa.
with the poorest people you can possibly imagine, and each family has to live on the amount of money that the other person has to live on. So you've got billionaires
Oh
in
boy.
the greatest castles or mansions having to live on, it's a British show, on less than
Wow.
they spend in
That's a great
half
idea.
a meal. Like what they'd spend
like
for
that idea.
lunch is what they had. That's for their food. I mean, it's extraordinary.
See, I could
It's like
How
probably,
welcome to
you see
reality.
people change.
I could probably.
Yeah,
roll
I
with
like
that
it.
for a little
I like
while.
those shows.
But my mother, 80 years old, she's watching 90 Day Fiance, The Kardashians, the other show with the little people in it, and then she's so out of touch. She thought Game of
Oh,
Thrones.
I like that one.
Yeah, I mean, she was watching. She goes, "What's She thought Game of Thrones was a race to see who can get to the bathroom first. I'm like, "What's wrong with you? The hell out of here!" But
That's funny.
Tawny,
I
who?
like Curb Your
I've never
Enthusiasm.
seen that show.
Oh, that's been around for a while. That's brilliant. Larry David is just a genius.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Tawny, who was your favorite?
I have a
leading-
show recommendation.
Who?
Oh.
Which one?
Who's my favorite leading man?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Paul Venier.
Wow.
Well, I've had Jerry Seinfeld and
Oh wow.
and Ed O'Neill and Kevin Sorbo played my husband in Hercules, and Tom Hanks.
That's right. Hercules, I
Um,
forgot about that.
What about?
Wow.
Wait, you
I used to
forgot.
love that show.
Wait, you forgot Gordon Jump.
I love
Oh
that
yeah,
show.
Gordon Jump from WKRP in Cincinnati.
I love
yes.
Hercules. I used to watch Hercules all the time.
Yeah.
Dave
I loved
Coulier, from America's Funniest People that I did for 8 years.
Right.
But I'd have to say Kevin Sorbo because I did the movie Bachelor Party only lasted like 4 or 5 months to shoot. Where Hercules, I lived in New Zealand for 2 years shooting that
Right.
thing.
Oh, you're
And
so lucky.
So,
I love
so you mix
shot a movie
that
there.
with a hunk. You mix New Zealand with a hunk like Kevin Sorbo, you know,
Oh wow.
getting network money, and it's like, yeah, this is my favorite.
I love that show. I used to watch that show all the time. My kids, I love
Yeah, I
that show.
enjoyed that too.
Yeah.
Diane, what
And
were
New
you
Zealand
saying
was
before?
gorgeous.
You were saying something before. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Who?
me?
Yeah, Diane.
Yeah, I was just saying, if you're gonna watch a show, also since you've got the time, watch Prank Encounters because my daughter is on it. It's Gaten. I forgot how to pronounce his last name, but he's from Stranger Things.
Matarana.
Thank you. So he has a show called Prank Encounters, and my daughter Olivia, Sheila Rentis, is in 3 episodes. I think she's at episode like 1, 5, and 8 or something like that. You gotta.
Can you say the name
Actually, one
again?
of Carlo's neighbors.
What's it called?
Prank Encounters.
Oh, Prank
Prank
Account.
Encounters.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. How does
You
it
do a
feel?
prank for an entire day.
Oh
Every
wow.
week, the whole day is a prank. So, and my daughter plays one of the profile people who sets the prank up. So you will see her. She's the girl who looks like me. So there you go.
Oh, wow. Diane,
Who looks like me? That's Olivia.
Diane, how
She's a
does it
clone.
make you feel that your daughter's following in your footsteps?
She's ahead of me. She is ahead of me now. Oh my gosh. Can I just say, like, my kids, I love them so much. And I'm so happy for Olivia to come and be acting at a time now where she's actually, I told her, I said, you know, I chose to be an actress. I wanted to do that. That was my thing. So with both my kids, I have a son as well. I'm like, just follow whatever your dream is. And Olivia, she writes, directs, acts, and edits shows.
Yes.
She sold 2 shows to Snapchat that she's in, and she's in process now, like things happening. So she is a showrunner, like she's creator, and she's now 20. And you were talking about your daughter too. She's 20, just turned 24.
Wow.
And my son's 21. So it's a huge deal. But the thing about it is that the reason why, how do I feel? I feel so happy that they're happy.
Right.
And so happy that Olivia with her now, they're giving women opportunity. And so I'm very, I said,
Absolutely.
5 years ago, you wouldn't be able to sell anything. But
Right.
now, people are more open, and she has a comedy partner, and the 2 of them have a lot more opportunity now because people are more open to seeing their work. So it's very exciting. So
That's
you check out
fantastic.
her Snapchat show. Apocalypse Gold is her Snapchat show, a comedy, hilarious. And they just got picked up for they actually got picked up for season 2. She just sent it in, so season 2 is going to start. So you can binge watch. But Snapchat, the shows are like 5 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Really, so you could just watch the whole thing in an hour probably, and
Just like
Apocalypse
Tawny
Gold.
takes.
Yeah, right.
Diane, I had a question about that. How are you keeping Olivia motivated in this time with everything being shut down? Because she's still relatively new to the business.
She is she is actually she's got a great agent. She's with Gersh, and they're setting up projects, and like she's away. But I will tell you this. She is, this is the kind of cool thing. All right, so she has a boyfriend, and her boyfriend, she is living with her boyfriend right now because
whoa.
This very second?
You're not married. Whoa.
No, but you'll see why.
Give mommy a break.
Okay, wait. She's living with a boyfriend because if she comes, we're like older, so we're like, you gotta either stay here or go, right? So she's living with her boyfriend, but they're staying because of the pandemic. They're staying at their mom's house, and the mom is Cherie Curry from The Runaways.
Oh wow!
So
wow.
And the dad is Robert Hayes, who is at 80's in the Sand with us. So it is crazy because she is like they're in the entertainment business, so they understand as well what it's like. And her boyfriend is a musician, and he just came out with it's like a bunch of songs, and so his music is amazing, and his name is Jake Hayes. So so there you go.
She's right in the thick of it. She's right in the thick of it. Yeah.
Do we, Diane? Does that mean we have a hook now to get Robert on the show?
I have my connections.
Okay. All right. Tawny,
Are
wait.
you
Let's.
guys doing any more videos with Olivia?
And my son is by the way, he has an album and he wrote called Good Boy, and that's on Spotify too. And my son is named Nick DeLaurentis, and he plays the big upright bass, but he also writes his own music and sings, and he is a poet. He is stunning. His music is stunning. You ladies will go absolutely crazy when you hear his music.
Diane, send me all that. I'll put it on. I'll play it. I'll air it. I'll do whatever I'll
Will
give
you?
all the absolutely anything you have. All of you, send it to me. I'll flood it.
All right,
Thank
that's
you.
because it's quite. I'm surrounded by talent. I go, oh my gosh. So whatever.
Tawny, let's see your closet. What do you got? I see high heel shoes.
Wait, which one do you want to see? I have 5.
What are you, Alicia Silverstone and Clueless with the remote control with the closet, and it got them?
Yeah, I am. It's disgusting.
Let me
truly
see the one that
is.
has the
It's
negligee from Here I Go Again. Where's that one at?
Oh, I gave it to a charity to auction off.
Damn.
Oh, well, at least it went to a good cause.
I bet it made a lot of money.
Did it come with the
Thank
implants?
you, Claudia.
Did it
Thank
come
you.
with the implants?
Did it come with the
Very
implants? Tony?
sweet. Get it back.
What out of all the movies you did, Tawny? What memorabilia do you have?
I have a ring and a sword, a big sword.
Hercules?
Actually from Gwendolyn, which was my very first movie.
Okay.
I had never acted before in my life. It was my first audition, and they handed me a passport and gave me a bunch of money. I was 19 years old, and they flew me off to Paris, and we shot in the Philippines, the south of France, Morocco. I lived in Paris for a year. I mean, it was incredible. So, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Was that
Very
the question?
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or are we still talking about my closet?
Well, I kind of make. Well, let me say. Wow. Woo. Okay. I know,
Wait,
Diane.
I'll
You have
show
your
you
jacket,
something.
right? You have your coat. What else do you have that you?
Got my coat.
Anything else or?
I have the vest from Better Off Dead. Like there's like a vest under vest. And I have to look around. You know, that's maybe what the quarantine's going to do. For a while, I had the ski outfit, the pink ski outfit.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think if there's.
See, some people come out of the closet.
Why
Tony
I
goes
did-
into the closet.
I know I did.
Well, I was just going to walk you into mine. I wanted
Let me
to
see.
show the girls.
Let me see. Go ahead. Claudia, you got the best memorabilia of all. You got the DeLorean right there.
Yep.
I've accessed, my best friend owns it. So anytime I'm like, Fergie.
Oh. Let's see. We'll have a fashion show. Let's see.
Okay, now I don't drink. So when I bought this house, it had a wine cellar in. So I
That's
got very creative, and this is what I did with the wine cellar.
All right.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I
Oh,
love
very clever.
shoes.
Wow, look at those shoes. Klinger would love those.
I want
One
to
for
see
every
more-
day of the year.
Look at this safe. No one's getting in that puppy.
What's in there? Your implants?
Oh, and then this is another closet.
Oh, wow.
See all my.
Very organized.
I like that.
Well, I have a really good housekeeper.
That must be hard to decide, though, right?
You are so sweet. That was so sweet of you. I wish I could take credit for it, but they're my ideas. I just ask somebody else to execute them, if you will.
That's fabulous.
Right.
Delegating authority. There you
That's
go.
what leadership is.
Yep.
That's right.
You
You're
delegate.
absolutely right.
We all have our own gifts. We don't have to have every gift.
Wow.
Yep.
I
Right.
can't. Claudia, do you have a website that you want to put out there?
Yes, please. Okay, so I send autographed pictures all over the world, including the clock tower flyer. You can order that through claudiawells.com.
Nice.
To come into my store, even just to visit and say hi, is armaniwells.com, and you can schedule at your convenience. And I'm being very, very careful about it. On all the media sites, it's at the Claudia Wells. I have like thousands of people waiting for to be on the personal pages, so I can't press okay on any of those. So I really prefer everyone to go to the Claudia Wells. It's still me posting, and it's
Right,
still
right.
totally personal.
You're
So I'm
one of
on
the only ones
Twitter
I know
and
that
Instagram
does that.
and Facebook with the same name.
Yeah.
So that would be the main things. A charity I'm highly involved with that I'm a founding board member is called Kids in the Spotlight, and we do everything for foster kids, and it's amazing. So that would be kidsinthespotlight.org.
Oh, that's amazing. And
Oh, that's wonderful, Claudia.
Tawny, do we have more Tawny's takes to look forward to? If you can pull yourself
Yes,
up to CNN.
we do. I'm going to get one up before I wash my hair. After we're
great.
done with this,
Here's
because it's going to go really curly after I wash it, and I can't
Oh, I
stand
like
it when
that.
it's curly.
Right.
keep it curly.
Yeah, it looks great on
got
you, but
products
me,
now,
it's
right?
like it's my Jufro, and I can't stand it. So anyway, I'll do another Tawny's take after this.
Keep it going because I look forward to those, and you should. I
You
know
can do
you-
10 minutes just in your
You know what?
closet.
You guys, thank you so much. It really means a lot to me because when I think of stuff like that, I really do think of the millennials, and I think like, what am I?
Screw the millennials.
Doing, and then I see the response and everything, and it's
Yeah.
just like, this is so cool.
Yeah.
So
We're
thank
all,
you
the
for
rest of
mentioning
us are
it.
still alive.
Yeah.
Sorry?
That's right.
The rest
Great
of us
you're
are
doing
still alive. Your fan
true.
base is worldwide and huge.
And there's more of us than them.
Generation
There's
X,
more of us
baby.
than them.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So, Diane, what's your website? Wait, before you answer that, Diane, I got to ask you. I'm going to finish up with you with the final question.
Mhm.
How did you pull off that French accent, and how hard was it?
But,
Time.
it was very easy. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm actually French, and I just do very good American accent. So
That is good.
That's really good.
Diane, do you have any more videos coming out with your daughter too?
no,
Oh,
I now
Live and
I don't
Die
think
in
so, but
LA?
I got a movie coming out, and I think by the end of the year it's called Waking Nightmare. So keep an eye on it because
Awesome.
you're gonna see me in a part you've never seen me act like this. It's gonna be insane. So that's Waking Nightmare. That'll come up. I think they said the end of the year.
I think
And
you
also
were
another movie
talking
called Hide
about that.
Holiday. So I'll be in that too. But
I
but
noticed
do
you've been
wanna
doing a
say
lot of
thank you
horror
to all
movies.
the- I'm sure we all feel- Wait, you got to say this. All the frontline people working now, you are awesome. Thank you so much. And I'm sure all of us, us ladies, are so grateful that you are there. And stay safe, okay, everybody? Because wow, your life is more important. You know, be careful. Don't go near people. I just feel for you. So everyone, please wear masks so that the frontline workers are going to be able to survive and help more people.
Yes.
It is not
Amen.
a given, right? It's not a given.
Absolutely,
It's
Diana.
the gift they're giving you in the world. So
And if you
That's
don't wear
right.
a mask, Tawny's going to call your asses out and kick your ass.
You're damn right I am.
She's the mask police.
I'm the mask police. You're
Oh my
darn tootin' I am.
Diane,
Honey.
go ahead.
Hey, I actually got the phone number. I got the phone number off the TV, and I'm going to be using it, people.
Wait a minute. There's a mask hotline?
Yeah, no, well, there's
No.
there's a hotline.
New York has one.
Yeah,
Wow.
there's a hotline
Wow.
for people that aren't following the rules, for businesses that are, opening and taking advantage of the situation when nobody else can open. And
Yeah.
so I'm gonna use it on people not wearing masks.
Well,
Yeah.
the worst problem here in Jersey is a group of an ethnic group that keeps congregating. Like they have weddings with the cops keep going in there with 300 people at a time, and they don't care. And all their religious leaders have all been stricken from the coronavirus, and they still keep congregating. They don't care. They just
Well,
don't
it's
care.
like it's like Diana said. It's when she thanked the frontliners, the nurses, the military, the fire, the police, everybody. Just like she said, we have to wear our masks. Just do the little that we can for the people that we're thanking. That's all I'm asking. When you get in your car, take your mask off. When you're walking down the street and no one's around you, take your mask off. I don't care. But when you get up close enough to me where I can see that you're not wearing your mask, and I'm sitting here with my girlfriends thanking our frontliners, then you're upsetting me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to be so hard and so stern about this, but we just don't have enough information yet to really know what's going on. So just to do kind of a little bit of what we've been told, especially in here in LA when we've just been extended all through August, it's the least I can do.
And you don't want to get
all can do.
And you don't want to get Tawny angry.
No, not at all. No.
By the way, that's always not true, but thank you.
Yep.
Diane, what's your website if they want to go and find out the book, what you're working on?
Okay, so
merchandise.
I'm going to give you a couple. Thank you. I'm going to give you a couple of pieces of information because it's a little tricky. On Twitter, it's Diane Franklin 80, no S, but 80. On Facebook, go to groups section and look up Diane Franklin Group. You'll see black and white pictures from my books. The reason why is because my other Diane Franklin page is filled up. And when I tried to open another one like Claudia did, I heard Claudia, you were able to do that. They shut mine down, which was really sad. So these people
they stopped allowing it a while ago.
Oh, wow.
You did, they shut me down. So I got a group, so you could join the group. And then I'm also on Instagram, actress Diane Franklin. Go to that. And so that one's the one where you'll see like pictures from all the, and I will announce all of those places when things are happening, you know, whether it be I'm showing something, I'm, you know, at a guest at a convention, or whether I'm, my book is coming out, or a film is coming out, or my daughter's stuff is coming out. So I'll post it as well. You can also go to Diane to be with you. That's where I post more of my kids stuff and my family stuff. But the actress Diane Franklin is where I post my professional stuff. So either way.
So listen, send me like any of the music that you want, any links for any kind of shows you're doing. And if I'm going to send you the link to this, and I just please share this after we go live. I mean, after we go off the air, and I want everybody to see this because you three are iconic, and I want to make sure more people enjoy this, especially, you know, frontline workers who maybe are off shift, and maybe watching this will make them feel a lot better. So
yeah, and I would say frontline workers, you know, connect with me. If you want an autographed picture, I'll give it to you for free if you find, you know, if you can find me, and, you know, and you can show me you're a, you know, yeah, you're a frontline worker. That's I think the least we could do. Just right. So
yeah.
And Claudia, I'm going to send this to you. Anything you have, links or anything, Claudia, you just send them to me. I'll put them out there. And I want to send you the link for this video. And all I ask is that you please share it. Yeah. Tawny, you still there, or you went to
yeah,
closet?
people will love it.
Yes. Did we lose Tawny?
Tawny's in a closet.
Can I ask Tawny something?
Yeah, sure. I don't know where she is, but yeah.
Tawny?
Did we lose
She's
her?
in the closet.
I was wondering if I could copycat her, because her idea about the YouTube thing sounds doable. If she doesn't know how to use computers, I don't know how to use computers, so I'm just incredibly inspired and thinking, you know, maybe I'll do that too.
Woo!
Yeah,
I always thought it was too complicated.
No, Claudia, I'm very.
So you guys want to see the DeLorean?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love the way you interact with all your fans, and you know, it's not just, all right, here, let me sign a picture, pay me, and goodbye. You act like you're their best friend, and you make them feel for that 5 minutes that and Diane's the same way. Diane, you know, when she went to sign my book, one of the first times we met her, it was like, I opened up the cover, it was War and Peace. It wasn't like, thanks for, great to meet you, Diane Franklin. It was the whole, you know, but yeah, I love the fact that you make it personal and you don't let them rush you. You take your time. And I felt bad.
Diane thought, I was like, when I was a little girl.
Right.
You know, it's such a special thing to have someone care about you. I don't take it lightly.
Sure.
It's extraordinary.
And that's why we're all friends. That's why we all get along, because we have
What'd
that
you say?
thread, you know? We appreciate each
What'd you
other.
say?
I said that's why we're all friends.
We're
That's
the same
why we're
type
all
of people.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Diane, is that true that the picture, the famous picture of you, that your halter top was actually a headband?
Yes.
I had no.
And I used it as a halter top.
Oh my God.
She used a belt as a dress.
Yeah. Well, as a headband, maybe.
So give us some pictures of the DeLorean, Claudia. Let's see it.
Okay. All right. So here we go. I got to watch how I get out of the DeLorean in a dress. I put a dress on for you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
You ready?
How many of these did they actually make, Claudia?
Can you see it?
Yes.
Wow.
Is this the same one we see at the shows, or they have a couple?
And they've got the skateboard. My hat. There it is.
Oh, she's back.
It belongs
All right.
to Ronald Ferguson.
Oh, okay.
So he's head of the Los Angeles or Southern California DeLorean. He's a big DeLorean guy. This is Fergie.
Hi.
Hey, Fergie,
It's his car.
that's awesome.
He's my best bud.
He looks like Bob Altman.
He's like, what?
Oh,
Looks like a friend of mine, Bob Altman. It was a comedian.
we thought you.
Oh, okay.
Tony, we thought you fell into your closet and got lost.
You know what? This morning we had the Edison had turned off all the power. They were working on something for like in the morning. So I thought my phone was charging, and guess what? It didn't have enough charge on.
Oh,
it.
your phone died.
My phone died.
Well, I just want you to know that Claudia says she's inspired by you and is going to start doing YouTube videos like you.
Oh, that's
That's
great.
okay.
I'm
I
gonna
kind of
start
wanted
watching
your permission. Huh?
I'm gonna start walking like you. Like you've been walking the past 4 days. I'm gonna start doing what you're doing. I'm gonna
Yes.
walk because of you. You inspired me to walk.
Teamwork,
Okay,
ladies.
good. You
Teamwork.
inspired me, and that's a perfect whatever
Yeah.
it's called.
Well,
Good.
And Carlo,
good.
you inspire me. I'm going to move into my garage.
Did we?
all I got is
Did
my
are
Ozzy.
we? Did we?
That's all I got left is my Ozzy Osbourne picture and my guitar signed by Janie Lane. That's it. That's all I got left.
Oh, Jane Lane.
You know what
Good
I
old
have?
Jane
And my
Lane.
remote control.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Right.
used to think he was so cute.
Did you ever meet him?
Of course.
Oh, okay. Is there
Are
any?
you
Is there a
kidding? It was
backstory
like a
to?
high school. All of us rock bands.
Oh, okay.
It was a big high school. All of us, you know.
Oh, wow.
But were we talking about like where to get a hold of us and everything?
Yeah, Tawny, give out your social media
Yeah.
and
Right.
websites.
I didn't say where to get a hold of me.
All right.
By
By the hips.
How do they get a hold of you? How do we get a hold of you?
By the hips.
Well, I wish I was as set up as Claudia. I really do. She sounds like she's got it really down, and I'm really impressed.
Wow.
I'm working on getting someone has my name, and they're trying to sell it back to me for like $20,000.
Oh my
Right.
God.
Yeah, so I can't get TawnyKitaen.com unless I want to pay a hostage situation for it.
How about Kitaen?
But my Instagram is verified. All my accounts are verified. So there's a lot of fake Tawny Kitaens on all that stuff. And when you see the little blue bird next to my name, that's me.
Okay.
And I'm selling candles and lip balm and my paintings that I've made. I've made all of this stuff, and I'm
You're a painter?
posting it on my Instagram. And I'm trying to do the thing where you know how you can touch the screen when you see something you like, and then it
Right.
takes you over to a website, and then you can buy it. I'm in the process of putting that all together.
Nice.
But in the meantime, people are just doing a lot of cameos with me. You know, Cameo, where you do a video and you send it to, happy
Right.
birthday. And so I
Right.
get a lot of those, and I work every day doing at least, between 5 and 10 a day. And then what? And then and then on my Instagram, I'll go in and look on my DMs, and people will go, where can I buy a picture from you? And then I will say, here's an address, because I have a PO box that they can send it to, and the money can go into my Venmo account or whatever. So
Right.
just hit me up on my DMs for the moment.
Listen,
And then
Tawny, I could send
All
somebody out
together
there.
like Claudia.
Listen, I could send somebody out there to make that guy give you the website if you want.
Oh, good.
You do
Being
it
in New
too.
Jersey, I bet you could, buddy.
Yeah. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do www.kitaentawny.com or a variation of that? That way, we can get
Or just T, or just the letter T.
Well,
Kitaen.
Kitaen's already
Tawny.
taken too. Someone already bought Kitaen.
Oh,
How
that
about T?
son of
How
a
about T.
bitches.
Kitaen? How about T. Kitaen?
T Kitaen?
It's
I'm
Tawny.com.
thinking I'm going to call it Tawny Kitaen.
Or the real
Essentials.
Kitaen, or the real, or the official.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
real Tawny
Official
Kitaen.
Tawny.
That's what I had to do with my
Tawny Kitaen.
Instagram. I had to
Right.
put official on it because someone had already taken it. So
Right.
Those
Yeah.
sons of bitches. Dave, go get them.
All right.
thank
We're
you
gonna make
for
a
asking
call.
me.
Yes.
We're gonna make a little call.
Yeah. Ladies, I
Call me.
cannot thank you enough. God bless you for doing this tonight. And I hope, listen, I know I sound like a broken record, but you all have an open door anytime you want.
And it's a big door. It's a garage door.
Thank
Yes,
you.
it's the garage door behind me.
And you are wonderful.
Oh,
You are truly excellent.
I'm just a guy that's trying to get it out there. And, I hope to see you all real soon at a convention. And we don't have to worry about wearing masks because I don't want Tawny kicking my ass,
No, you don't.
I think I would
Thank
kind
you
of like
so
that.
much for inviting me.
I would like that.
Oh, Claudia, you don't need an invite. You're all family. And like I said, anything
Thank
you
you.
want to
Cozumel's
share,
in our future.
Thank
anything you want to
And
share,
I
just
just want
send
to
it
tell
to me.
Tawny,
Mia.
it took someone owned ClaudiaWells.com for 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I went to like GoDaddy, and I just waited until they didn't pay, like for a day or an hour, and made it where I immediately got it back. But it took about 20 years.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
What a great idea.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. If
See,
they,
we're helping
if
each
it
other.
expires and they don't realize it, you can snatch it up.
And you
Right.
can have
Oh
it
my God,
be
I
an
didn't even
automatic
think about it.
thing.
I just checked one time,
You-
got into negotiation
No.
with this person, and left it
No.
alone.
Oh wow.
No, let them forget to pay for a minute, and
Yeah,
it'll go into your account. You'll
check when
own
you-
it.
Check and
That's
see
how
when
I
the
got
expiration date is.
Yeah.
Check the expiration date.
There's a way that you can get
But you don't
notified
have to
when it
keep track.
expires.
You can pre-advance do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry.
You can pre-advance do that?
Yes.
Yes.
So you don't even have to pay attention. They'll do it automatically. You can plan it pre-advanced.
Hmm.
The milliseconds they don't
gosh.
pay, you get your name
Oh.
back.
Oh my gosh, Claudia, thank you so much for that advice. I
With-
really
with-
appreciate it.
Work.
You're welcome.
Now I'm
With your
gonna go
ladies,
I
walking.
appreciate you.
with your ladies'
I appreciate
permission,
Me too.
uh,
Ask Diane to text me your phone number if that's possible. So
I was
we're
just
friends
gonna
now.
say the same thing.
absolutely.
just
I
gonna-
will.
okay,
I'm
thanks.
going to send an email out, and with your permission, I'll give everybody on the thread, so that way we'll have email that you can connect.
Good.
Okay.
Is that
Great.
okay? I don't,
Yeah,
I'm always
great.
make sure I ask, but ladies, I want to thank you so much. It was good to see you. It made me feel a little better, and I know it's going to make a lot more people feel better. I just, once we're off the air, like I said, I'll send it to you guys, and just please share the hell out of it. If you had fun, then I've done my job
will.
tonight.
It was awesome.
You did your
Thank you
job.
so much. I had a blast. I hope
I
I did
everybody
too.
Like I
Great
said,
Hey, Carlo.
ladies.
It was
So
a special
Hey, Carlo.
experience.
yes,
Carl, you want to end with something fun? Want to end with
Yes.
a top 10 list?
absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. This
Thank
is
you
for
so
everybody.
much.
This is for everybody. The top 10 comedy teams of all time.
Wow.
And this is by people voting, all different age groups too.
Now, when you
The
mean
Smith brothers.
They make cough drops.
now, is this duos? Like I'm
The
assuming they.
Smothers
Yeah,
brothers.
duos. Two
The
comedy, a
Smothers
comedy team.
brothers.
Good
Well,
guesses.
Be
Smothers
my
Brothers.
daughter, Olivia
Yes,
Dillard,
Smothers
and
Brothers
Stacey
is
Keller.
number 7.
No
Seinfeld.
way.
Wait,
Is
who?
Bob Hope.
Jerry Seinfeld.
Wait.
Seinfeld's not a team.
Abbott and Costello.
Abbott and Costello.
Oh, a
Abbott and Costello
team.
is number 1.
Oh,
Oh, I love them.
That's
The
my
Three
favorite.
Stooges.
Martin and
Oh, that's
Lewis.
good.
Tony, what part of duo
Martin
didn't you
and Lewis. Yeah,
understand?
they're on here. Let me see.
Well,
Martin,
Oh, it has to
Martin
be
Lewis
one,
stayed.
two
there.
jump on the other one's back.
Martin and
Martin Lewis was
Laurel
number 4.
and Hardy. Laurel
Laurel and
and
Hardy,
good
they're
one.
on here. Laurel and Hardy's number 3.
You're good.
Thank you. I watch a lot of comedy.
Rowan and Martin.
too.
Impressive.
Lucy and Desi.
They're on
Desi's,
here. Wait a minute.
Yeah, Lucy and Desi.
Lucy and Desi, number 18.
Ben and oh God.
Mirror. Helen Mirror.
Jennifer Parker and Marty McFly.
Are you kidding? We're not on the list.
That's not on the
I'm so
list.
gullible.
Rowan and
I'm
Martin.
ridiculous.
It's Paul, right?
Rowan
Rowan and
and
Martin,
Martin.
right?
I think they're on here.
Oh, Dean Martin. Dean
I'm
Martin
looking.
and
His case.
Yes, and Sammy
Jerry
Davis.
Lewis.
like, what's his face?
Oh.
Yes.
Jerry
Everybody's
Lewis.
talking
they're
at the
Did
same
you
time. I
say
don't
Dean
know
Martin
who-
and Sammy Davis?
By the
What
way,
about
Dave,
Tina
Ronan
Fey
and Martin
and
were number 17.
Tina
Oh,
Fey and
wow.
Amy Poehler.
Ronan Martin was 17.
Cool.
Oh, there
What,
you
what
go.
Diane?
Tina Fey and Amy Poehler.
No, they're not on here.
Diane said her daughter should be
10
on
years
that
from now,
list.
they will be. Olivia De Laurentiis and Sid Keller. They
Number
will be on
1.
They're a good team.
There you go.
What about Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra?
That's
No,
exactly
Martin
what
and Lewis were the team. Martin and Lewis
Martin
were the
and
team.
Lewis.
Martin
okay,
Lewis.
Yeah. Oh boy, that makes you think. It's not an easy, after
It is if you think about it. Think about the
Yeah.
movies with teams.
The Rock and
about,
Kevin
My
Hart.
brain just keeps getting stuck on Captain and Tennille.
That wasn't supposed to be a comedy team, though.
The
I know.
Rock.
I don't know why
Marlon
it's stuck in my
Harpo
head.
Marx.
The Rock and Kevin Hart.
No,
Sunny
Martin
No.
Carter and Kevin Hart aren't on a team.
No, but
They're
they've been in a
not
lot of
comedy
films
team.
together. But
Yeah, but they're not a comedy team.
oh,
No, comedy
Hello.
team.
Sonny
Marx
and
Brothers.
Cher.
Sonny and
Diane?
Cher?
Sonny and Cher.
No, they're not. They weren't considered a comedy
yeah.
team, I guess.
Starsky and
They're not
Hutch.
on there though. They're not on the list.
They're not,
They weren't a comedy team.
Carol Burnett and somebody.
They were funny.
No,
I
there was a
got
couple of
terrible.
groups here though.
Carol
There was a
Burnett
couple
and
of
Tim
groups
Conway.
also.
Oh, I know.
No, they weren't a team. They weren't a team.
Three Stooges.
Don't Google the answers,
Three
Tony.
Stooges. That's in there. Number
Yeah.
5.
Who?
What? The guy that did Get Out, the director of Get Out, and his
Key
partner.
and Peele.
Yeah.
Who?
Key and
Key and
Peele.
Peele.
Key and Peele, number 13.
Oh,
Wow.
yes, they're great.
How many are left?
John
a
Belushi.
lot.
John
Shit
Belushi.
load.
Oh yeah.
And
Who?
Dan Aykroyd.
John
Belushi and
Belushi.
Aykroyd.
Yeah.
Nah.
No, that's a throw that list out. That's a faulty
Well,
list.
they're not really a team. They weren't really a team. They were in an entourage. They were in a group together, but they weren't a team.
They were in a group
They
together.
were so good.
They were great, but they're not considered a group. A team.
Mona Loveland and
Conway
Gordon
and
Jump.
Corman.
Laurel
Everybody's-
and Hardy.
Right.
We said Lauren Hardy. They were number 3.
Are
Oh.
you Googling these?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Not
Cheech and
bad.
Chong.
Sorry, there's an airplane.
Cheech and Chong, number 8. Cheech and Chong, number 8.
Oh, I forgot. And they're friends at the show.
Abbott
That-
and Costello.
that's their number one.
Abbott and Costello were number 1. We did them.
All right.
They were
Abbott and
number 1.
Costello.
Do we get a
Burns and
prize,
Allen.
by the
They're
way?
still number 1. They're still
Yes.
number 1.
You get a signed photograph.
Burns and
of
Allen.
these.
Abbott and Costello were number
We
1.
get presents.
Absolutely.
What?
They want to know
We
what
should have
prizes they get.
participation presents
We should
and
get
prizes
awards
like they do for
this.
kids.
Paul's gonna send out autographed pictures to everybody.
There you go.
Of other people.
He's gonna send out. He's gonna send out his comedy special called "Hanging from a Strand."
That's awesome. You guys are funny.
I can't believe you're not getting some of these other guys.
Yeah. I
Burns
can't
and
think-
Allen.
Burns and
Wow.
Allen. There you go,
Oh,
number 15.
yeah.
Wow. How many's left,
Oh,
Paul?
of course.
Ben Stiller and his wife.
Stiller and Mira.
Number 20.
Mira.
Wow.
Number
Oh,
20.
wow.
Wow.
And he just
What
passed.
about Conway
Wait
and
a minute.
Corman?
What about that Greasy and Allen? Wait, was
Burns
that,
and
you
Allen.
just said that?
Yeah.
That was Burns and Allen.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Say
how
good
sad
night,
about Ben
Gracie.
Stiller.
Good night, Gracie.
I don't know. How many are left, Paul?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Jackie
Oh, boy.
Gleason
Ethan Jason and Tim Conaway. Remember Tim Conaway and Dave what was his name? Jason?
Harvey
Jason?
Korman.
No,
No,
they're
he
not on.
also had another partner before that.
Oh wow. Gee,
Jack
I don't
Gleason.
know.
Back in
Steve
the black
Jobs
and
and
white.
Pluto.
Ed Norton.
Oh boy.
Back in
He wrote
No.
Swanee River.
Hey, Paul, read out the other answers because we're running over time now.
Okay, number 2. Number 2 was the Marx Brothers.
Right.
Oh,
Number
that was
number 6.
42.
Number 6. Yeah. Number 6 was Monty Python.
That's more than
that
two.
was a
Richard
group.
Pryor and Gene
I said
Martin.
it was
That
a comedy
wasn't
team.
a
That's a team.
duo.
But they were a group. Just like the Three Stooges. They were a group.
Okay,
but I
then
thought
my answer should stand.
Right.
Okay.
What about
I'll
Gene
put it in.
Wilder and Richard Pryor?
Gene
Oh,
Wilder.
they're in here.
yeah.
Yes, they're in here.
They're not?
Yes, number 11.
Okay.
Yes.
Good
Mel
one.
Brooks and Carl Reiner. Number 10.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
one of my favorites.
They had the Opti grab.
Okay. Dudley Moore and Peter Cook. from
Oh
England,
wow, I
number
would have
12.
never guessed that, but
Oh.
yeah.
I would.
Monty Python.
Laverne and Shirley. Laverne and Shirley.
Wow.
Yeah.
Squiggy
Oh,
and the other guy.
Lucy and what's in Lucy
Desi,
and
Desi,
And
We
Desi.
did them. They were number 18. They were number 18.
Lenny and Squiggy.
Ren and
No, they weren't on
Stimpy.
that. They weren't in that. Amos and Andy was
Quick
number
Bob.
9. I can't believe people remembered them.
Oh.
That's funny.
Red
Burns
Benson,
and
that's
Schreiber. Burns and Schreiber, number 16.
Oh yeah,
Oh wow.
Burns and
yes.
Schreiber.
Years ago.
And the last one, which I didn't consider a team, but I guess they did, was Andy Griffith and Don Knotts.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though
that's-
they really weren't a comedy team. But they
We
were
were
on the
really,
list.
But that's
I mean, Sonny and
good.
Cher were more funny than but whatever.
That was good.
I agree.
Well,
Yeah, that
it was
sweet.
I had such fun with you gals, and
Solid list.
I hate to see you go, but we got to do this again real soon. Maybe we could do something around the holidays for the troops. You got your girls are in on that.
That'd be very
That'd be
cool.
perfect.
That'd be most triumphant.
We'll do it live
100%.
from Mexico.
We do July
Live from
4th. It's the
Mexico.
day before my birthday.
Okay, I'm in.
And I'm looking for a husband, so that's perfect for me.
Tawny, can we do a live dating game thing with you?
Let's do it.
Ooh.
Oh,
We'll try to
okay.
wrap one up for you, Tony.
Okay, will you do that?
We're gonna call
we'll
it
wrap it
take.
up.
We're gonna call it Taking Tawny.
There we go.
Okay, they've got to be financially very stable. I've
Right,
lived quite a
and we got to
life.
make sure they get drug tested and disease tested.
Oh,
And they
Jesus.
got to take you
And
all
we're
over
gonna-
the world
To
when
do
when
that,
the
I
world
don't
is
want 'em.
opening.
We're going to wrap them in a
What'd
box
you
and
say?
hide them in your closet.
Mm. So, I'm gonna put that together. We're gonna do that.
Maybe I'll
And they
give
have
them
to
my
love-
wine cellar.
Yeah, that's so funny. Well, oh boy, I love you, ladies, and once again, thank you so much for this. It
Thank
was a
you so
blast.
much.
You're
Thank
so
you
awesome.
guys. You're amazing and you're wonderful. Thanks for having us on.
You're welcome.
Absolutely.
Be
Thanks for
safe.
being
I'm gonna put us all on a thread on email, so that way you could all talk to each other.
And
Perfect.
put in what we should post, like when we post what all the names and stuff are that we should add to it.
Right,
That would be
absolutely.
good,
You
right?
got it. Anything for you, Claudia.
Give Carlo the links. We'll put the links there.
Yeah, whatever
Yeah.
you got.
Yeah.
We'll put them up. We'll share them. We'll get it out there.
I love you guys.
Fantastic.
All right.
Okay.
You guys,
Bye-bye,
thank you for
guys.
having us.
Bye.
God bless
Take
you.
care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Be safe.
I'll talk to you both soon.
Absolutely.
Take care.
Bye
Take
bye.
care.
Bye.
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 That was fun.
That was
I
pretty
enjoyed.
cool. There you go.
Hey,
So,
20 already approved of my mask idea, so I should be in that contest.
there you go. No, we're gonna do some we're gonna do a dating game segment here. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Hey,
It would
there's
be.
2 chaperones that were willing right there, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You know how many people were in the chat room going, I'll take her, I'm single.
Right?
You know, but they're all really great girls, and very, very, anytime we need them, they always step up for us.
It was fun having them all at the same time, too.
If you
Yeah.
guys, I got to shut this feed down, but if you want to stay on for David James Elliott and come on with me, you're more than welcome.
I got things I got to
gotta
do
get
here. I
going.
got to do some stuff.
What?
I got something
I
I
have
got
to
to
get
do.
going and do some homework review.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, guys, that is, it's 20 after 9, and that's our show for tonight. If you want to stay tuned, we'll be back on in about 15 minutes or so with David James Elliott, who you may remember from the JAG TV series. But I want to thank you all for
Traffic
tuning
and
in.
weather.
And everybody, traffic and weather coming up next. And please, when you see the video, please share it around if you enjoyed it. Dave,
Definitely.
love you guys. Hope to see you in the flesh real soon.
Whoa,
Well,
don't watch that one.
Well, I'm going to have clothes on, pal.
Oh, Dave, you know what I forgot to tell you? That guy, Jerry, is going to send me a coin.
Awesome.
So
I need one.
I told him he's going to send me 2 of them, I think. So
Awesome. Perfect.
you got one. All right, guys, take care.
Take care.
Take care. Good night,
Bye
everybody.
to the fans. Bye to the friends.